All right, what you're looking at here on the left is an earlier variant of the P51, and what you're looking at on the right is the later variant of the P51, the Delta. One of the greatest successes for the Delta was not, in fact, the increased horsepower and intake and thrust, but rather the canopy. Obviously, all of those things are good things, but the most important thing to many of the pilots historically was the canopy. The reason for this is because that canopy gave you the ability to see what was around you, see behind you, actually visually track the enemy while he is on your six. That's camera work. In World of War Thunder, that's camera work. Something that many people don't do. In this clip that you're about to see, you're playing that early variant of a P51. You're restricted to what's kind of next to you and what's in front of you. You have no ability to track what was behind you. And that was a deadly, deadly design flaw. It's also a deadly mistake on the behalf of any pilot who plays that way in War Thunder. This is very basic, yet a lot of people that are newer to the game don't do it. We're here to fix that. Naturally, you can't just look around your plane or your plane will start turning. That's why you need to either overturn your camera while key turning or engage free look. I personally prefer the latter. There are benefits to both. Maybe I'll make an advanced video on camera work, but right now we're covering extreme basics. As you see in this video, this is the definition of how to play with tunnel vision. This is tunnel vision 101. I have no idea what's behind me, and even if I had an idea of what was behind me, I really wouldn't know how to counter the air combat maneuvers he's performing because I can't see him. Taking a look at the planes again, this next clip is going to be the P51 Delta, the variant you see on the right hand side of your screen. Now, in this video, I use a combination of overturning the camera combined with key turning and free looking, which is what I prefer. I can get into some of that later. Free looking gives you the ability to key turn and perform maneuvers like the scissor a bit better without having to have a constant pitch. Again, we can get into more of that detail later, but as you can see, this is a night and day difference. This is the ability to see your enemy behind you, to react to what he's doing, to counter what he's doing, so you can create the best possible outcome for yourself without just erratically flying or ignoring what is trying to kill you. I'm also going to show you an example or two of the scissor. What you're looking at now is a flat scissor, and this requires basically you to time your roll at the apex of the flat turn. And what I mean by that is you want your enemy to overshoot your crisscross maneuver, and as he is about to turn back to get on your six, you want to turn towards him again, creating a harsh angle that will eventually become more and more severe, bringing you closer and closer together until he is no longer behind you, but rather under you, on top of you, next to you, or maybe even in front of you. This maneuver really won't be used if you have superior energy, because there's no reason you won't be caught. If you have superior turning, there's no reason, because why would you want to flat turn and crisscross in front of your enemy's line of fire repetitively if you could just simply outturn him. This is rather when your planes have very similar aspects and performance values, but your enemy has either superior energy / altitude or superior turning and is within energetic reach of you. Your best bet in performing this maneuver is having superior roll rate to your enemy. That's not required, but it certainly makes your job a whole lot easier and leaves a little bit of wiggle room if you make a mistake. This is very similar to the flat scissor. It's a rolling variant, and it requires essentially elevation changes as well as the same concepts involved in the original flat scissor. Still turning at the apex, still creating harsh angles. You're just adding a little bit of an elevation roll aspect to avoid that frontal attack. The only issue is you bleed a little bit more energy, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It can force an overshoot, but that little bit of bled energy will also affect your ability to roll and perform, also decreasing the angle in which you will create during each maneuver. So although it may be safer from the perspective of avoiding the front of his plane, it's less safe in the sense that it's easier for him to follow your maneuver. As per usual, I talk too much, so what I'm going to do now, in classic Heaven Shall Burn video style, I will put some music to some examples and let you watch for yourself. Honestly, these clips can be taken from any dogfight I'm in. I just randomly picked any clips because the camera work is used 100% of the time you're playing the game. So these are not exceptional examples of great camera work. It's simply, this is what you should see every time you play. Exceptional examples aren't what we're going for here. This is basic, everyday, I'm just playing War Thunder by myself, grinding out a line and getting kills. That's it, not a highlight reel. With that being said, the first two clips are 1v1s against other Yummy members that convinced me to play them in a 1v1. And the rest are just random clips, and in the end I'll throw in an offensive scissor and a defensive scissor that has both a combination of flat turning and rolling scissors. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you learned something.
Stay calm, a generation born to witness the end of the world. Born to witness the end of the world. Before the underdogs, before the underdogs, before the Watch me, hold me close, don't let go. Watch me, hold me close, don't